Hello, dear students, and welcome to a new grammar lesson. But before we get started, let me give you this question. If you were asked like this question, I enjoy reading or to read stories, what would your answer be? Think about it. If your answer is reading, congratulations, your answer is correct. We should use the gerund here, which is reading, as the verb enjoy should be followed by a gerund. Unfortunately, many students struggle with these types of questions, and this is what we are going to shed a light on. It's going to be about gerunds and infinitives. So my question to you guys, what are gerunds and infinitives? To begin with, let's talk about gerunds. As we have just seen that gerunds are the ing form of the verb, and they are used as nouns. And because they function as nouns, you might find them as subjects of the sentences, like this example. Playing football is fun. Sometimes you might see them in the object of the sentence, like this example. We enjoy playing football. Also, you might find gerunds used as the object of prepositions, like this example. She is interested in cooking. So gerunds look like continuous verbs used to express continuous actions, but they are not, because gerunds are used as nouns. They are not verbs. So the word playing, like in the first example, playing football is fun, is totally different from the word playing, which is used in this sentence. For example, Ali is playing football. Now let's have a look at some examples that have some common verbs, and they are followed by gerunds. Number 1, I enjoy reading stories. Number 2, suddenly everyone stopped talking. Number 3, he avoids meeting new people. Number 4, my friend suggested going to the cinema. So as you can see that we use gerunds in these sentences in order to show the activity. In many cases in English gerunds, we use the gerunds in order to show the activity done. Here we have more common verbs which are followed by gerunds. All these verbs are followed by ing. So try to remember them and they will help you a lot. Also, some phrasal verbs can be followed by gerunds, like this verb, give up, which means to stop. Look at this example. He gave up reading newspapers. And you can find some phrasal verbs with their meanings between the brackets. Also, some students struggle with the verb go, especially when it's followed by the activity, not the place. For example, did you go fishing yesterday? Yes, we went fishing yesterday. So it's not possible to say, did you go to fish yesterday? That's wrong. And the same thing can happen with other gerunds when we express the activity after the verb go. Like these examples. We don't say I go to shop, but we say I go shopping every weekend. For example, go dancing, go running, go camping. So don't mix things up, please. The verb go is followed by a gerund when you want to express the activity. Sometimes some verbs are followed by an object or somebody, and then we can say the gerund. Like these examples. I can't imagine Ali riding an elephant. You can't stop him doing his homework. My friend kept me waiting for a long time. As we can see in these examples that the verbs were followed by somebody and then by gerunds. Now, let's move to the easier part of our lesson today, which is about infinitives. And here we will start giving you some sentences that have common verbs, but they are followed by infinitives. For example, I decided to study hard this semester. I agreed to help my friend in his homework. I hope to see you very soon. My friend seems to have plenty of money. As we can see, the verbs underlined followed by infinitives. And as we know that infinitives are the base form of the verbs and they follow the preposition to. Let's have a look at more common verbs followed by infinitives, like these ones. Also, it's very important to know how to form the negatives with the verbs followed by infinitives. We can make it in this way: not plus to plus infinitives. Like this example, we decided not to go out tonight. So as we can see that, we put not after the verb decided in order to form the negative. In addition to that, verbs can be followed by objects or somebody, and then the infinitives, as you can see in these examples. Ali told me to be here at 10 o'clock. The police ordered the driver to stop. She showed me how to use the camera. So we can see that these verbs followed by somebody and then the infinitive comes. Also, we can use the infinitives in some cases when we have some WH words, like these examples. He asked me how to get to the station. I didn't understand what to do. Great. In some cases, we can use either gerunds or infinitives by sharing some verbs, which accept either gerunds or infinitives. However, some verbs followed by gerunds or infinitives have no change or difference in meaning, like the verb start in these two examples. It started to rain, or it started raining. And the same thing happened with the verb like. For example, he likes to work, or he likes working. So both sentences convey the same meaning. So there is no difference in meaning. So these verbs tell us that there is no change in meaning whether we used gerunds or infinitives. And here are some examples of verbs with no difference in meaning. However, we have some verbs that can take either gerunds or infinitives, but with difference in meaning. Let's have a look at this verb, which is remember. I remember locking the door, and I remember to lock the door. So the first sentence took a gerund, locking, to refer to the activity that I remembered. So I still remember the moment or the activity of locking the door. However, when I say I remember to lock the door, means that it's my responsibility to lock the door. So I need to remember that and never forget this. So this is the difference between the two. Now let's have a look at a different example. We have the verb stop. The students stopped talking when the teacher entered the class. The verb in this sentence took the gerund talking, and it means that students stopped the activity of talking when their teacher entered the class, when he or she went inside the class. Okay, so immediately they stopped the activity of talking. On the other hand, we have this sentence: the students stopped to talk to the teacher. This sentence means that students found their teachers walking and they stopped him or her in order to talk to him or her. Also, we have different verbs that can have difference in meaning when we use them in gerunds or infinitives, like these verbs: forget, try, remember, regret, stop. All these verbs can take either gerunds or infinitives, with difference, of course, in meaning. When we have gerunds, it means that the speaker refers to the activity. But when the speaker uses infinitives after these verbs, it refers to some duties or responsibilities that should be done by the speaker or by somebody else. I hope by now you have the ability to distinguish between gerunds and infinitives. There is no specific rule to govern the usages of different verbs followed by gerunds or infinitives, but you can remember and learn the common verbs used. Also, extensive reading will help you a lot to recognize when to use gerunds and infinitives. That's all for now, and I hope it will help. If you have any idea, you can write it down in the comment, please. I will be very happy to read your comments. Share this video with all students confused between the use of gerunds and infinitives. Have a great day, stay safe, and see you soon. Goodbye.